What's up, nerds and nerdettes and wee little nerdlings all? It's your buddy Big Johnny G for Two Gun Pixie presents Legendary Gaming.
Shut up and sit down.
Thank you for joining me for this Tabletop Takeout Tuesday. And this week, I'd like to tell you about Dungeons & Dragons Infighting. This is a really fun, fast-paced game that answers the question, can you take the Dungeons & Dragons RPG game and cram it into a card and dice combat game? Well, I think the answer is yes. Yes, you certainly can. And they did. It does a really great job of zeroing in on one little aspect. This isn't going to give you the feel of a dungeon delve as you and your wizard and his or her party, venture through Asterix, Lich Home. No, it's not. It's not going to feel like anything you've ever played in your RPG. Well, it'll feel like one thing that you've played in your RPG, and that's the tavern fight. Oh, you haven't done a tavern fight in your D&D game yet? Oh, it's you got to run one with all the people in there, the bystanders, the innocents. It's quite hectic. This is a really fun aspect of any action film, and if you want to capture a more cinematic feel in some of your board gaming days, then inject something like this into it. It's not going to take long to play. It's a rather short played game, but it's going to capture that cinematic feel of the bar fight. But in this case, through the lens of Dungeons & Dragons, wizards, fighters, warriors, elves, dwarves, drow, a beholder. And I'm just talking about the drunks in the bar that you can play. There's also bystanders in the game. I really do love this concept. Bystanders are just that. They're bystanders. Maybe friends you were out drinking with at that time, or someone you were making a connection with at the tavern when the fight broke out. And you get a bonus from them. That's helpful. It's also helpful that they act as your meat shields. Love any game where you can throw another person in front of you to protect yourself from getting hit by something. I like the way this game also adds to the fact that you're never going to be out of the game. Even if your character gets knocked out in the bar fight, just draw another character from the character deck. And now this character is getting involved in the fight too. It keeps everything moving, and even though it's an elimination game, nobody ever gets eliminated. And that's always fun. Now, between the dice chucking and the card casting, this game does get very fast paced. That's great, because being so fast paced is going to cut down on the player between time, the downtime, where players start to lose interest. This does a great job of eliminating that to the most of the degree, because everyone needs to know. They want to see what the hell you're rolling, because it could affect them. And they're probably going to get affected by something in the fight, even when they're not throwing a punch, aka, chucking dice and casting a card. So it does keep the players involved all the time, and that's something I look forward to in games. And it's not easy to incorporate that. So when a game is able to grab the attention of all the players and keep it at pretty much the same time, that's the marking of something great. The game has a really vast, diverse selection of characters for you to choose from or pull from the character deck from. And I'm not talking just male and female, but also different races, the different creatures, from elves, dwarves, male, female, a beholder even. So there's so many different things that you can be, that you can experience being in this game. I think it's worth noting. Yeah. These overall, man, I'm telling you, with easy, accessible rules, with a quick, fast play action that's going to keep people involved, even when it's not their turn. This is a fun game in and of itself. But if you're looking for something between D&D sessions, maybe before your D&D game day has started, this is definitely what you're looking for. This is one of the most fun, fast-paced, fast-played Dungeons & Dragons titles that I've experienced. And I really want every board gamer, first of all, but also every D&D player, I really want to experience this game. This is such a fun, laser focus, microscope, taking a microscope to a bar fight in Dungeons & Dragons. It's fun as all heck, man. It really is. Please watch some playthroughs of it. Get some more information. But whatever you do, go check out Dungeons & Dragons Infighting.